Chicago Cub YouTube baseball fans. Hope all you guys are having a lovely weekend so far. Hope all you guys are having a great Sunday, a happy Sunday, as we are 7 days away from Easter Sunday, guys. But we are also getting ready for series number 2 of the opening homestand at Wrigley Field, when the Angels come to the Friendly Confines tomorrow to begin a 3-game series. But speaking of the number 3, today was game number 3 of the 2026 Chicago Cubs baseball season, and it was also game 3 of a 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and our Chicago Cubbies. And in today's episode, guys, or tonight's episode, we are going to take a look back at the highlights recap of game 3 of this 3-game series between the Cubbies and the Miami Marlins from the Friendly Confines at Wrigley Field. But before I do that, guys, make sure if you enjoy this episode, hit that thumbs up and that like, and don't forget to subscribe down below in the comment section. Doesn't it feel great to be alive? All right, guys, so on a Sunday afternoon for game 3 of this 3-game series, guys, it would be the left-hander of Shota Imanaga taking the mound for the Chicago Cubs, making his first start of the 2026 regular season, guys. And this past offseason, Shota Imanaga, guys, was really focused on development, like pitching development and his pitching arsenal. You actually heard T-Mac, the MVP of Marquee, say that this season, Shota Imanaga is calling some of his pitches, but not all of them. And a matter of fact, for the first time in his career, he is having pitch calm on his glove. He never did that in the past 2 years he was with the Chicago Cubs, guys. And, with the Washington Nationals, every Cub fan was, heading into today's game, hoping and praying for a back-to-back Cubs W. The only question is, would Shota Imanaga and the Chicago Cubbies be able to hold off and provide that Sunday W, guys? The top of the first inning was a kind of a disastrous for the Cubbies. It started really well for the Cubbies and Shota Imanaga. The first 2 batters Imanaga faced, he struck out swinging. So, everything looked really, really promising at least in the top of the first inning. And then after the first 2 Nationals struck out, they would end up getting 3 hits in a row, a single by House, a single by Lyler, and then Joey Wiemer on the Washington Nationals. So far this series, he has been a thorn in the side of the Chicago Cubs. He's kind of been that one guy that the Cubs could not even get out. And heading into today's game, he had a 1,000 batting average. Okay, and this guy we're talking about is Joey Wiemer, okay? He homered on the home opener. He was not in the starting lineup yesterday. He was back in the lineup 2 days since the Chicago Cubs had a lefty to start the ball game. And in his first at bat, bam! A 3-run blast for Joey Wiemer, his second long ball of the year. And after striking out the first two batters and getting the first two batters out, Shota Imanaga and the Chicago Cubs quickly found themselves down by 3 runs. A 3-run homer by Joey Wiemer. He would give the Nats a 3-0 lead. And then the next batter would be Abrams. He would strike out. So all 3 outs in the top of the first inning were recorded by a strikeout. But the Nationals would get 3 runs on 3 hits, and they would send 6 men to the plate in the top of the first inning, guys. But the bottom of the first, the bottom of the first was not the best for the Chicago Cubs, guys. They would end up sending 4 men to the plate. Why? Because Alex Bregman would reach on an error. He would hit a ball right down the line to third base, and the third baseman would make a bad throw, giving Bregman to reach on the error. And remember, the Nationals last year, and especially so far in this series, have not been really the best defensive team. Okay, in game 1, the Nats made 2 errors and ended up winning that ball game by a score of 10-4. And yesterday, really, so far in the 2026 season, the Nationals have been very, very sloppy in fielding and all that. But you know what? They were able to shut down. And a matter of fact, the Cubs' very first hit of the ball game did not come till the 4th inning, and it came off Ian Happ, and he would go, bam! Solo home run to get the bottom of the 4th, and next thing you knew, it was a 3-1 ball game. The very next hitter, and well, that was actually Happ, would be the second. Bregman would lead off the 4th with a Bregman homer, the first Breggy bomb at Wrigley Field for the Cubbies and Alex Bregman. He would hit it to the deepest part of the yard to make it a 3-1 ball game. Then the next hitter would be Ian Happ. Bam! Back to back long balls in the bottom of the 4th, and it was a 3-2 ball game, and Wrigley faithful was definitely getting into it, guys. And the bottom of the 4th, the Cubs sent 6 men to the plate and they scored 2, but that was fine because then they cut their lead to 3-2 in the ball game, guys. But unfortunately, that would not last very long. A couple of innings later, the Nats would homer again, and they would kick it out to a 6-2 lead, guys. The Cubbies would be able to fight back and grind back at least a little bit, guys, but it was just too much for them, guys. On a Sunday afternoon, the Washington Nationals actually did something I don't think many people had on their baseball card. They win game 3 of the series, taking 2 out of 3. So now with the first series done, the Nats are 2-1 and the Cubbies are 1-2. So a very disappointing day at the friendly confines for the Cubbies, guys. But if it's a great day for a Chicago Cub, it would be Nico Hoerner, because they are doing the extension press conference after the game today. So congratulations again. Go to Nico Hoerner, guys. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comment section of this. But Shota Imanaga getting the loss. Jake Irvin, the Nationals starting pitcher, he gets the W, guys. A very disappointing game for the Cubs, yet alone a series. The Washington Nationals had, I think, like 4 home runs or like 5 home runs in the 3-game series. I think that is another thing that a lot of people did not see. The Nationals hit three home runs in game one. Then they hit a home run yesterday. So actually, the Washington Nationals in the 3-game series had 6 long balls. And again, in 3 games, the Nats hitting 6 home runs. And in 3 games, the Cubbies only hit 3 home runs. So, definitely something not a lot of people saw on the bingo card. I know for the Chicago Cubs faithful, very disappointing series. The Nats, knowing that you kick off the regular season against the Nats and you lose 2 out of 3 is beyond me. Highly disappointing, guys. But, you win some, you lose some. But, knowing it was the Washington Nationals, I think most Cub fans expected to take 2 out of 3 instead of losing 2 out of 3. But I would love to get your guys' input down below in the comment section. But if I may talk about the Cubbies, guys, the Nationals, they did not have the best defense in the 3-game series, and yet they were able to take 2 out of 3. And that was something I did not have on my bingo card. So, tough, disappointing. I don't really know how to put it any other way. But on a Sunday afternoon, the Washington Nationals take game 3, 6-3. Your final score, guys. It will be a new series tomorrow. The Cubs stay home. They will welcome in the Angels for a 3-game series.